today I'm going to be reviewing Simply Women and Home. It's a brand new magazine. This is the Easter special and it costs £4.99. I haven't subscribed to it, but what I like doing as a journalist is seeing what's out there, seeing what sort of topics that magazines cover, getting inspiration from some of them as well. But this kind of caught my eye and I thought, oh, okay, I haven't read this before, so I'm going to buy it and I'm going to review it and talk about it. Stay tuned to the end. I'm going to be giving you my verdict on whether I think it's worth the £4.99 price tag and basically what I liked and what I didn't like. Let's get into it. But I wasn't wrong up in mind. Let's take a look at this in a bit more detail. It's a new monthly series. The cover's nice and bright. It says it's got 85 seasonal recipes, has a spring home update with easy ideas and projects, revamp your garden. Looks really nice so far. The cover's attractive. It's actually the first ever issue of Simply Women and Home, so this will be interesting. So contents wise, as you can see, it's broken down into the different categories: food and drink, home and shopping, so health and well-being. So the first article is Spring Clean Your Mind. It's got some nice tips on well-being. Then we've got a flower feature, which is quite good actually, because if you're not familiar with flowers, then it offers some nice tips on what flowers mix with what. Move on to recipes. We've got fish pie, meatballs, potato salad there. We've got rhubarb, some nice variety. I love this feature, embrace the power of plants. I'm really into plants at the moment, so I will find that an interesting read. Then we've got decorate your home for Easter. I'm not a fan of just decorating for Easter personally, because it's, you know, I want to decorate for year round. But anyway, if for those of you that want some ideas, it's quite nice. It has some Easter buys. Then we've got some brunch ideas, which is quite a nice feature. We move on to more food. So this is specifically for Easter. So we've got Easter cakes and Easter bakes, of course. I mean, there's quite a good variety of meals, which is nice. They've got a thing, you know, recipes for vegetarian, for non-vegetarian. As it's still quite cold, I quite like the roasts that they feature as well. We've got a wine feature. So this features, you know, from different supermarkets and tells you what they can be paired with. Then we're back on to more recipes. There's quite a few, as you can see. So some new products you can buy in the shops. This is a good feature. Get your garden ready for spring, the sorts of projects that you should be doing now the weather is a little bit warmer. We've got some midweek meals. This is my sort of feature. So, you know, things that don't take hours and hours to cook. In fact, I kind of wish they had more of those. Meat-free options as well. Another thing that I find quite interesting. Feature on bread. This is more my thing. Spring cleaning made easy. Shame it's only one page. Then we'll straight back on to crafting, which is quite good for Easter. Something maybe you can do with the kids, or if you are wanting a weekend project. Then we've got some cocktails. That's quite a nice feature, but again, short and sweet. There we go. We're back on to more food. This time it's sweet treats and baking. Lots of ideas in here. I don't particularly bake for Easter. I would probably buy something. And this is probably more like it. Terrific trifles, things that you can make year round. Oh, you can't have an Easter issue without having chocolate in it, of course. Goes without saying. Some nice ideas. That was the cake that featured on the front of the magazine. And then Easter eggs edit. Yep, there's some nice eggs in the shops at the moment. This is more my thing again. It's, you know, the sweet treats, but, you know, cakes that won't take hours to cook. You can make some nice scones there. Eclairs, lovely. Yeah, like this feature, great reasons to get outdoors. That's fantastic. Again, that was short and sweet though. Grow your own guide, brilliant. Short and sweet. Wildlife walks, yeah, I like that variety. A longer feature, which is nice, and yeah, well, that was pretty much it. Okay, so we've gone through the magazine and I'm just going to wrap up what I thought about it in all. I thought that Simply Women in Home, so when I think of the title, I think of everything that really encompasses home. So family time, interiors, maybe even programs to watch on the telly, games you can play, cleaning, cooking, all of that. Now, some of this magazine did cover. We've got the cleaning tips, we've got some interiors, then there's the cooking. Okay, so This for me was the big issue. Big issue meaning the big problem. I mean, it's got like a chocolate cake on the cover. So really that should have been, I guess, indicative of what was to come. I felt like about 70 to 80% of this magazine was focused on cooking or baking or food of some sort. Don't get me wrong, I love my food. I like occasionally cooking. I much prefer baking, but even so, women in home doesn't have to be 70 to 80% revolving around cooking or baking. There's so much more. Ordinarily, maybe I picked the wrong issue, but ordinarily I would prefer not to go for something that's based on like an Easter special. Like, I don't particularly like buying Christmas magazines because, I mean, Easter, it's like, you know, come and gone in a weekend. To theme a feature around Easter interiors for a weekend, I mean, I wouldn't do it. So, you know, I wasn't overly impressed with that. If they're going to do some Easter special, then okay, have an Easter cooking feature, crafting, you know, anything like that. But maybe keep it to a section rather than spreading it throughout all of your sort of features. So like the, you know, the cooking and the interiors, it doesn't all have to revolve around Easter. They did have some good features. I particularly like the plant feature. I'm really into plants at the moment, so that was good. The spring cleaning, of course, around Easter is going to be spring cleaning. It'd be silly that it didn't have it in there. But all in all, given the price tag of $4.99, would I buy it again? No, is the answer. I wouldn't. That's simply because there was just far too much food in here for me. Could have had more interesting articles themed around the home. So like I said, you know, entertainment, new Netflix shows to watch, an interview with a celebrity. You know, it's just too much focused on cooking. Apart from that, the design is lovely. It did have, like I said, some nice one-off features, but $4.99 for this price tag? Nah. I do hope that they just offer some more variety. Maybe the editor likes cooking. Anyway, that's it from me. That was my review of Simply Women in Home. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you want to see more videos from me, please click the thumbs up. I would love you to, and the bell notification to get notified of any videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.